Hey you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be a fun one. I have a skincare dupes video. So excited about this video. I love me a good skincare dupe. I think especially for us skincare junkies out there, it is fun to test the waters when it comes to higher end skincare, but we all know you really don't need to spend a ton on skincare, especially when there's so many great Korean skincare options out there, drugstore options, and in this video I have so many great products to talk about here today. So in today's video we'll compare ingredients, the results, the formulas, and yeah, we'll just talk about lots of great skincare. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So this first product, this new Tatcha Moisturizer, is what actually inspired this video, because this is almost making it into my empties drawer, and I wanted to talk about it because my husband actually, he's been digging his finger into this jar and he really has actually loved this cream. He has really bad eczema with dry patches, redness, and he said this has really made a difference in his skin. I liked it too. I actually really love this for when I needed some good healing. If my skin was really compromised, say, you know, I had a lot of dry patches, or if I went to town with exfoliating products, this really did heal my skin, and wow, does it moisturize. But is it worth $88? Don't think so, and apparently either does my husband, because when he told me that he almost went through this whole thing, he's like, Laura, we need a new moisturizer. That one in the blue jar, that stuff's great. Can you buy another pot of that stuff? But when I told him how expensive it was, he looked at me like I had 4 heads. He's like, no, that other stuff you told me to use is just as good too. So yeah, we're not gonna repurchase this. The moisturizer, however, that is worth the money and is 4 times less expensive is the Pureto Drmtlgy Barrier Sleeping Pack. This moisturizer I've repurchased at least 2 or 3 times. It is fantastic. It's $16. You can get it on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. It's also available on Stylevana. Pureto's moisturizers are so underrated in my opinion, and these ingredients are pretty comparable. They both have glycols in here, so a nice moisturizing emollient ingredient, and then we also have green tea. The green tea is further down in the Pureto product, but it's still in here, a nice brightening aspect to this, and they both have ceramides. Ceramide is great for sealing in that water into your skin, building up those building blocks in your skin, so love seeing that. And I'm telling you, this product is packed with so many great ingredients. There's centella in here as well, so another great brightening antioxidant, and there's also so many great oils in here. There's jojoba seed oil, sunflower seed oil, squalene, a nice skin identical ingredient. Also other antioxidants in here as well, like asiatic acid and also sodium hyaluronate. It's just such a beautiful moisturizer. Now the Tatcha product is a little thicker, I will say a little bit richer, but the result is exactly the same. They both kind of leave that very thick, almost greasy feel on the face. So if you have dry skin and if you like that aspect of a moisturizer, I think you will love the Pureto. It has a very almost oily consistency as it dries down into the skin. Oh my gosh, it is so soothing on the skin, so moisturizing. My skin is always so smooth and hydrated in the morning. Amazing, amazing product. Now let me pull you guys in so you can see the difference in these textures. So here is the Pureto. You can see it's a pretty thick lotion, but it feels so heavy duty, really rich. Let's see if I can scrape some on the side of this Tatcha jar. Yeah, I do have some left. Looks pretty similar, but the Tatcha is a little thicker, but they both leave that dewy sheen to the skin. That thick occlusive nature is there, even though the Tatcha is still a little thicker. The Pureto lives that almost like facial oil feel on the skin. You still get that occlusiveness, and again, the moisturization is just awesome with the Pureto, and the ingredients are so great as well, and you're paying $16 for the Pureto. Cannot beat it. One of my favorite moisturizers. So next up, let's talk about exfoliating products. One of my favorite exfoliating toners is by Kate Somerville. The liquid exfoliate is super gentle, but it still has those powerhouse exfoliants. There's glycolic acid in here, but we also have more gentle exfoliants like phytic acid. There's green tea in here, there's peptides, and it's really gentle on the skin. You don't get that strong like tinge when you use it. Even if my skin is compromised, it does seem like a really gentle exfoliant product. But the next day after I use this, my skin is always so glowy and so smooth. So I always went back to this, but I recently started to dig into my stash. I realized I never tried out the Good Molecules Glycolic Exfoliating Toner. I just felt like this worked so well. I spent the money on it, so I'm like, I need to use this up. And I just like those glowing results, but wow, does this stuff exfoliate the skin. So the biggest similarities between the two is the glycolic acid. The glycolic in the Good Molecules is a little higher up on the ingredient list. It does seem like you're getting a stronger product with the Good Molecules, and I will say you do get that tingle with the Good Molecules product, and my skin the next day, like, I can't use retinol for at least 2 days after using this product. It is a strong product, but it's still somehow gentle. Both of these have glycerins in here. There's also glycols, propanediol, so nice moisturizers, which is why I think they have a nice moisturizing capability to them. But the Good Molecules also has the addition of the galactomyces, which is actually a yeast product, but it's a nice moisturizing product on the skin, very soothing on the skin. So if you want a good, strong exfoliating product, this is amazing because it's effective, but it's also soothing on the skin and also moisturizing. This is strong. Just be aware. Like I said, it will leave that tingle. It will leave your skin a little compromised, but I never see any redness with this. I just feel that tingle if I use maybe a stronger product after using this. So just be careful with this. It is strong, but I get the same glowing results, the same brightness from both of these. These both really brighten up the skin. They just do such a good job at resurfacing the skin. I just feel like my skin is renewed when I use either of these, but this is $14 and this is $60. So if you want to try out a good glycolic product, maybe try out the Good Molecules, you cannot beat the price of this. All right, next up, let's talk about anti-aging serums. The one I always recommend is by Drmtlgy, the needleless serum. I talk about this time and time again, but it is so good. The consistency of this is just beautiful. Like, there's something about the quality of the silkiness of this product, the emolliency. It's so silky on the skin. It just feels like you're using like a luxury skincare product, but it is pricey. Sometimes I do hesitate to recommend this because it's in the $60 range. I think it's $69, but it's so silky on the skin, and there's no denying the firming results from this. The main ingredients in here, there's a ton of good anti-agers, nice firming ingredients. There's ceramides in here, there's peptides, there's glucosamine. What else do we have in here? We have panthenol, so nice emollient, vitamin E, sodium hyaluronate, really nice things to firm up the skin and just to make an improvement in the bounciness of your skin. This is just such a great smoothing anti-aging serum. I just cannot say enough good things, but I get it. It's super pricey. I totally understand. But there's a serum at the drugstore that I think is just as good, and it is by Bliss. Now, in this case, the packaging is pretty different. This is in a dropper formulation, and this consistency is a little bit more liquidy. But once you get these incorporated into the skin, this has that same silky component to it. It is so emollient on the skin, just like the Drmtlgy. And when you're comparing the ingredient list, they both have glycerins in here, but the big similarity, they both have niacinamide. And in the Bliss product, the niacinamide is high up on the ingredient list. So while it doesn't say the concentration, you know you're getting a decent amount of niacinamide in here. And niacinamide, I feel like niacinamide isn't really touted as an anti-aging ingredient. Maybe that's just my opinion, but it just seems like all the serums are more geared towards decreasing sebum production, decreasing oils in your skin. But niacinamide does amazing things for wrinkles. It's a great anti-wrinkle ingredient. There's a great study, I'll actually link it down below. It showed an improvement in wrinkles at a concentration of, I believe, 2 to 5%. Again, I'll link it down below. But you really don't need a lot of niacinamide to make a difference in the firmness in your skin. So it's just so great to see it higher up on this ingredient list. And again, the quality of both of these is so similar, but the Bliss is $20. And the great thing is you can get this at drugstores. I've seen it at Target, CVS, but there is a good sale on Bliss right now. And if you sign up for their email, you can get 20% off. So maybe consider buying directly from Bliss's website, but it's such a great serum. I really noticed an improvement with more so just the smoothness of my skin. It is called a glow and hydrate serum. I don't necessarily see the glow. Like, I don't think it's more of a resurfacing serum. It's more of that that hydration, that brightness that you're gonna get from this, that firmness. And I just love that the niacinamide is high up on the ingredient list, and you're not getting any kind of dryness from this. If anything, you're getting a ton of hydration. It's such a moisturizing serum. So I love this. Great product from the drugstore. All right, and the next product, this eye cream. Now, I will say, this is one instance where when I see the dupe, I cannot get over that they charge so much for this cream, but I do really like this. I did get this in PR. I probably wouldn't repurchase this, I have to be honest, but it is a great product. The Ole Henriksen Wrinkle Blur Bakuchiol Eye Gel is such a refreshing eye cream, and it really smooths the under eye. It has such a cooling aspect to it, and if anything, it's just that firmness, that plumping aspect. It really does brighten the under eye because of that hydration capability. And it really does just wake up the under eye. I don't know if you can tell that dewiness. It's just such a hydrating under eye cream. And that refreshing aspect is just so nice in the morning. I love this as a daytime eye gel. It is so nice. The ingredient list though has great things. There's peptides in here. There's also the bakuchiol. Not a ton of studies out there on bakuchiol. They say it's comparable to retinol. Honestly, there's nothing like retinol. Retinol has true in vivo studies that show plumping of collagen and elastin. Studies aren't out there yet for the bakuchiol, so I don't know if you're getting similar results. It doesn't seem like it to me anyway, but I do really like this. I like this a lot, but I don't think it's worth the $50. There's an eye cream by Versed that is almost exactly the same, which is why when I see the pricing, I can't get over the fact that they're charging more than twice the amount for, actually, no. Is it 4 times the amount? Yes, because this product there's 0.6 fluid ounces in here, and in the Versed eye cream, you're getting a whole 1 fluid ounce, and this is $20. So yeah, when you do the math, what's that? 5 times the cost? That is a hefty price difference, and I have to tell you, the Versed Emergency Eye Mask does exactly the same thing. And when I looked into the ingredient list, I could not get over the fact that these both have peptides in here. They both have the exact same 2 peptides. So not only do you have both of those amazing plumping peptides in both of these products, but they both have that nice gel consistency, that eye awakening capability to both of these. I really feel like they just pop open the eye in the morning. There's something about that refreshing component. I wouldn't say that I noticed a difference in the wrinkles underneath my eye because of these, but if you want a nice refreshing eye gel in the morning, these are both so nice. They make such a difference. I believe in the puffiness as well. I think it's more because of that moisturizing capability of both of these, but there is just something about these. But I do not think you have to spend an arm and a leg on the Ole Henriksen when you can get almost the same ingredients in the Versed, and this is fragrance free. If you're sensitive, you probably want to avoid this because there's a lot of extracts in here. There's also linalool in here and other fragrance components to this. So go for the Versed. I think this is just as good. And now you guys are going to be blown away by this one. This cleanser is exactly the same when it comes to the consistency. Ingredients are a little different, but honestly, when it comes to a cleanser, as long as it's effective, it's gentle, it doesn't strip my skin, and it leaves my skin hydrated, I just want a cleanser that works, something that breaks down my makeup at night. Sure, if I'm paying a little bit more for a cleanser, maybe it's nice to see some good bonus ingredients, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to wash my face. And a cleanser that does the same job as the Selfless by Hyram is the e.l.f. Bounce Back Jelly Cleanser, and I have a little bit more fun using this, maybe because it's only $6 and I know I'm not spending an arm and a leg for this. I mean, the Selfless by Hyram is $20. It is a more pricey cleanser, but $6, you cannot beat the price of this. This has the same jelly consistency to it. This is maybe a little bit more of like that jelly aspect to it, but when you compare both of these, this is the e.l.f. right here, and this is the Selfless by Hyram. The Selfless by Hyram does foam a little bit more than the e.l.f. does. Actually, you don't really get much foam at all from the e.l.f., but I just love that silky jelly feel on the face from the e.l.f. Cosmetics. And the e.l.f. one actually has this pleasant coconut smell. I just love that smell of coconut. It's like a tropical paradise. Takes me to an island with a pina colada in my hand. Oh my gosh, what I would do for a pina colada right now. There's nothing like a fresh pina colada. But yeah, this smells great. It is so silky on the skin and it's really effective. I just love this. You can't beat the price. Unfortunately, this is not at Ulta. When I was doing my links for this video, I could not find the Ulta link, but you can get it directly from the website. I'll leave that link down below. And I love ordering from e.l.f.'s website. They always have great deals, and I saw now they have, like, I think you get 2 free gifts if you spend a certain amount. But anyway, just a great product. You cannot beat the price of this, and you can find it in stores. I believe Target carries this as well. So yeah, love this cleanser so much, love the smell. And when we're talking about the ingredients, again, this one has some more fun additions. Like there's the centella in here, there's green tea. There's also this algae component to this as well. So when you see algae in skincare, you know you're getting some more moisturization. So there are some nice additions to this, but again, you're essentially washing it off your face. But really the big similarity between the two of these is that beautiful silky jelliness to these. They just have such a fun component to them. They're so fun to use, and they really are effective at getting off makeup. But this one's $6, so you cannot beat the price of this. Love this e.l.f. cleanser, it's so good. All right guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Share some of your favorite skincare dupes down below. I love hearing about cheap skincare, cheap affordable skincare. You could really spend your entire paycheck on a skincare routine, but I really don't feel like you have to. Sure, it's fun to spend here and there. Again, I like some higher end products here and there, but there's nothing like that feeling when you find that affordable option at the drugstore that performs exactly the same as that expensive skincare that you know and love. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.